What the fuck?
Well, hello, fellow babies. It's Friday night, and it's time for the Silly Shill Show with us, the Shills. We got a great show for you tonight. I'm not even going to bother talking about the videos. We're going to get right around the table, and we've got a great guest tonight, too. We got Steve McRae around the table. So let me hand this over to somebody who actually has an idea on what's going on around here, and let me tell you why. This is the guy whose pseudoscience hatred drove him on a trek through the galaxy so he could use the Force. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Kevin Kennedy.
I was just trying to change the channel on the TV, man. I don't know what happened. No, I'm doing great though. before I get around the table, I'll do my own quick self-shilling. I'm hosting a debate on my channel on Sunday between Blue Earth Thing and some moon hoaxers. He's been itching to get at some Apollo moon hoaxers. He finally found some, and so that's going down on Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard. And in my opinion, it's probably going to be the best debate that's ever been on my channel, because Blue Earth Thing knows what the hell he's talking about. So I'm really looking forward to that. Plus, I've been going with a series about the space shuttle, the history of the space shuttle, and not enough people are watching it, so please go watch that. Also, I'm like freaking 30 subs away from 4,000. Please, someone help me. Get me to 4,000, for God's sake. Now, now to go around the table, Dick, I always ask how you're doing first. How you doing, man?
Oh, good. I'm just ready to debut a new series of videos on my channel, Simple Thoughts with Dick Dawson. First one's ready to go, but I wanted to get the second one ready too, in case life got in the way and then the schedule got screwed up. So it's about to be out. Watch this space. Gonna be cool.
Excellent. Really looking forward to that. And we also have Ilya Moon with us today. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing good. I'm just preparing for Aimee's and my new show, which will come out this Sunday for the first time. This Sunday, we have Jenny Morgan as the guest, and we're going to be dissecting Validation Boy's live video, specific timestamps around where he talked about me, where he talked about Aimee, and where he talked about being an incel and what, and how horrible women are. And we are also going to be joined by two other new co-hosts that we have signed on to join with us, which is Cy Strickling and Glober Mom. So we're really excited, gearing up for that. And that starts this Sunday, 7:30 Eastern. Also, happy birthday, Steve.
Well, thank you.
Excellent. I'm really looking forward to that show.
Yeah.
For sure. And keeping things just a little bit crazy, we can't stay too grounded here. We have Jutmonkthedrunk Monkey. How are you today, sir?
Oi, fucking oi, bro. I'm fucking sound as fucking oi. I just about fucking escaped from, I mean, it's Valentine's, isn't it? So you're expected to do something. So what I did was hid in the toilet, climbed out the window, and here I am. And she's waiting for dessert. And that was an hour ago, so she's going to have to pay as well.
What else is new in your world, man?
Well, nothing much is really new in my world. I mean, I did bang out a video yesterday, which seemed to be well received. I took apart that total idiot I spoke about the other night that thinks that a stealth bomber disproves satellites. What a fucking idiot. But other than that, I'm going to embark on. I'm going to take the journey of a flat earther. I've decided this, and I've started to sort of write some ideas down, and I've started to embark on the journey of becoming a flat earther. So I'm going to try and debunk the globe, fail, and become a flat earther. Or I mean, who knows? I mean, I might just fucking prove the globe like Ranty Flat Earth and deny it. I don't know, but it's a new journey for me, so we'll see where it goes.
You guys heard it here first. Jutmonkthedrunk Flat Earther.
No, don't call me a flat earther. It's a globe denying fuckstick, if you don't mind. Globe denying fuckstick.
Gotta get my terminology right. Oh, jeez.
Gotta learn to speak monkey, baby.
Yes, baby.
And all the way from Vietnam, we have Steaming Cup of Reason. How are you today, sir?
I am very good, sir. And how are you?
I'm doing awesome, thanks. Stoked for tonight's show. What's new in your world?
Well, I am currently feverishly working on the first episode of my new series that'll be starting hopefully in the next week or so. It's called Pain of Progress, where we look at technologies from the World War II days and the World War I days that were developed for death and destruction and have later become an integral part of the technologies that we take for granted today. And I'm going to be working with Thor on this series, and it's going to be a 12-parter.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. It sounds it just reminds me of that quote of how necessity is the mother of all invention. I feel like that'll come into play a lot. A lot of wartime inventions were just we need to do this, so we need to develop technology to do this.
Absolutely.
Exactly. And I think people will be surprised at some of the things that were developed for military use have become a part of our daily lives. And some of the things are really interesting.
Absolutely, yeah. And before we, I'm going to get to Aimee last year because we always get to her before the guest. But before we do, because I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were in charge of it tonight. Ilya, did you want to get us caught up with Super Chats?
Yeah, so we've had some super chats come in. We had Morton Nielsen for Danish Crone 35, and he said rock and roll. And then Digital Demonic Davros for Australian $2 said, "What about me, Dawson? I'm triggered." You triggered him.
But that's the thing. It's Digital Demonic Davros. That guy's always triggered, man. Somebody's always pissing him off with bullshit from pseudoscience. I mean, you look for it. It's your fault. Did I miss something? Did I actually? No, it had to be just him. Yeah, great show. I love it. Thanks, man.
So last at the table here, Aimee Hogan, how are you today?
I am great. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing excellent. Thank you very much.
Good. Glad to hear it. I'm so excited about our new show on Sunday night at 7:30 Eastern. I'm just really excited about that. So I'm stoked. And I want to thank Steve for coming on, and happy birthday, by the way. And thank everyone all the viewers watching. Thank you for coming.
Excellent, excellent. Well, in that case, let's get to the birthday boy himself. Steve, happy birthday, man. How you doing?
Thank you. So if Aimee is at the end of the table, I get to sit next to her.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
He's a wise man.
My special day. I get away with it.
What's new in your world, Steve? I see on Twitter. On Twitter, I've been seeing a lot of legalese paper passing hands going on.
Oh man, well, I'm tired as hell today. I woke up early to get out. I had a nice breakfast at Denny's. Had some food at Del Taco. Got to spend some time with my mom. So I'm on my second actually a rock star. I had one earlier, so I finished this one. So I should be good to go for at least another hour before I die. But I made it 50 years without dying, so achievement unlocked there. Yeah, legalese stuff. Yeah, right. I mean, that's an accomplishment. I mean, not everybody makes it that far. So I'm kind of quite happy with that. But yeah, the legalese stuff, you know, it's actually everything's been working out to our favor, and I'm quite satisfied with the things that have been going on. I don't know really what else to tell people. There's a couple people that just want to believe what they want to believe and knock themselves out. Well, but
can I ask a question?
Yeah, of course.
Will we at any point see a mugshot of Kyle because of this?
It's possible. It's possible. Okay. When it comes to what's called civil contempt, the judge has a very large leeway with how he wants to do a contempt charge. And when you have a contempt motion to contempt, it's actually the burden of the person to just show that they're not in contempt. So we don't have to do anything. He has to show that he's not in contempt at this point.
Okay. Fair enough. Chesh, I know we can already see a mugshot of Kyle. I mean, a new one. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing Non Sep come back, because it sounds like we're in the final stages of that at this point. I mean, you know,
it's downhill from here, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I really do.
It's been given back to you. You've been handed back the keys. Someone changed
the
lock.
No, I don't know. I don't have Non Sep back. No, he failed to do that. That's one of the contempt charges.
Okay. All right. But we're getting there. We're getting there.
Slowly. Yeah.
All right. Excellent. So in that case, then, do we have anything we need to announce before we get into videos today?
I don't know. I might be doing something after this. I'm going to be spending a little time with a few people. But I think I might actually have a stream tonight, maybe late night. If people want to join that, you know, kind of like a rum and coke, but not a rum and coke.
Okay.
So that's about it.
If possible, slightly more casual than rum and coke.
Yeah, but probably more inebriated, because I bought a whole bottle of wine and a bottle of brandy.
Nice.
That sounds like a good time for a good stream.
Right?
Well, see, I have a question now. Ilya, what are you going to do now? Are you going to read out your own super chat?
Well, I mean, I can. Happy Valentine's Day, loves.
Yeah. Well, I'll say it. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Happy
Happy
Valentine's
Valentine's
Day,
Day.
moms. Yay.
You gotta say it with a southern accent, though.
I can't do a
I'm
convincing
not sure
one.
I could. Yeah, I would sound horrible.
Well, happy Valentine's Day, darling.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Valentine's Day. I gotta admit, I think it is a commercialized, over sensationalized holiday that I've never liked because it's my same as my birthday. So back when I was growing up, I always got things with hearts on it. Like my best friends would give me candies and things with hearts on it for my birthday. I'm like, okay, it was kind of weird. Do you know how many those little candy Valentine things I used to get?
Oh, yeah.
It's a weird holiday. It's not overly pleasant. But I'll tell you what. I got for the first time in years, I actually got something for Valentine's Day. I was sent some flowers by an anonymous admirer, and it made me pretty happy. So I mean, I get it. But also, we had another super chat. Do you want to take that one, Elia?
Yep, it's from Godless Scummer for British pounds, $2. Happy birthday, Steve.
Thank you, Jeff.
So did we turn off the Illuminati noise?
I'm not actually sure. Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's the way Boole and Tatty do things. Boole doesn't have it set up to have the sound come through.
Okay. Oh, so it plays on the stream. We're just not hearing it.
No, it doesn't play
Right.
at all. It doesn't.
Okay.
I don't have it yet. I will get work on that for the next stream.
All right. No worries. No worries.
So wait, on your flowers thing, was this a secret admirer, or do you actually know who it was?
I know who it was, but I'm not disclosing it.
Okay.
Um,
It was Godless Scummer,
Isn't that
right?
nice.
yeah, totally. I know it. Absolutely.
That's funny. He sent me a weekend trip to the Bahamas or something. You
I
only got
thought-
flowers?
I thought you told me it was someone's mom.
Someone's mom?
I thought you told me that. Oh wait, sorry, wrong conversation.
Damn, how many women you got chasing you, Kevin?
We'll talk about that later off air.
Funny,
I'm
funny.
really confused right now. Should we get to videos?
Yeah, we might have to. And speaking of videos, I'm going to drop a link right now in the chat for everybody because we'll be doing Gong Show debunking again tonight. So head on over to www.buzzin.live, enter the code, and you can buzz the video off if it just sucks royal ass. Gong Show debunking. That's what we're up to tonight. And as for videos, I don't even know what's queued up here, guys. What have we even done? I was so busy with family stuff. I joined the meets late. I don't really know what the preparation was.
Well,
Maybe Boole knows. Hey, Boole.
we got 4 videos tonight. I will
right.
I will name them here, and I will let you decide which to go with first. We have All the Dinosaurs Are Fake. That's number 1. Number 2 is Demon in Hurricane Florence. Anuki, sunspot, solar orbs, etc., etc. Number 3 is How the Seasons, the Sun Perspective Point to a Flat Earth. And number 4, Just in Case I'm Right, or Am I Missing Something Here?
Okay.
Don't
We
even
have a
know what
choice
that
to make.
last one is. I don't even know what the last one is. So
What do you think there, Kevin? Where should we be going?
I'll
tell you what.
birthday boy should pick the first video.
Who said that?
There we go.
There's an idea.
Yeah. I want to see the demon.
The
I was-
demon.
I was leaning towards the demon. I was thinking maybe that last one just to start it off with like a mystery because we have no idea what that's about. But a demon in a hurricane sounds pretty cool.
Demons are
Well,
awesome.
A demon in a hurricane is not going to survive Gong Show debunking too long. So I have a feeling we're going to get through at least 3 videos here. So yeah, everybody head over to Buzz In Live. Boole will tally the buzzes. When we get enough of them, that's gonged, it's over, and we move on. So at this point, I think it's time to play a video, isn't it?
I would say so.
All right. And for the birthday boy, we've got something about a fucking demon. It's just a joke anyway, isn't it?
Oh, you know what? Before we if it's going to take a second to queue up this video, I just want to respond to Godless Scummer. Did anyone see Mark Sargent on British daytime TV? Yes, and you know what I have to say about that? It tells you how fucking desperate TV is these days. Nobody's fucking watching TV, so they're scraping the bottom of the barrel for content these days.
Yeah, that is an absolute joke. I mean, they didn't even have kittens at the SPCA to bother with. They had to go to him. You know, that's a slow news day.
Okay, we ready for some stupid here?
Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
All right, strap in, Steve. Let's go down the rabbit hole.
Hi everyone, this is Crazy. Just looking over September 15, 2018, as you can see here, satellite image from NASA Worldview. Thank you, NASA. There's a demon that appears to be part of Hurricane Florence on September 15. You can go check it out for yourself. Just go to NASA Worldview. This is the head.
That's a hand. Is that a hand of a
That's it.
demon?
Does anyone see a demon in that? Wait, you know what? Now that it's small, I kind of see it. The mouth is at the bottom, and then there's two eyes. The eyes are water between clouds.
I clearly don't.
Pareidolia much?
I don't.
Yeah,
see
oh,
it.
yeah,
don't-
pareidolia.
My guy doesn't have good drugs, so I'm not seeing it. I don't know. You guys have a really good source.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You guys didn't tell me that you had to get high as hell for this.
You know, we should change the name to how many hits can you dose tonight
No,
with
no, I do
us?
see a carp or something. It looks like a fish.
And I see a small fish and a bigger fish. This is the evolutionary ladder done by a 3-year-old with water.
And it's a
There we
sea
go.
turtle on the upper right. So it's a sea turtle on the upper right going
I was
after
gonna
a
say-
fish to the left.
At the back there, to me, it looks like a plane spraying chemtrails.
I want an explanation for Steve. Are you saying that sea turtles are demonic? Was that your point there?
I'm actually looking for a penis because you'd almost always find a penis, but I'm not finding this.
That's true. So I have to say, to be serious, this is all just pareidolia. That's all it is. It's just seeing shapes and things where you want to see shapes and things. But the best example of this and like deconstruction of this ever occurred on a little show. You may have heard of it. It's called the Non Sequitur Show. It was created by one of the people here tonight. Thank you, Steve.
You're welcome.
They had this guy.
Oh, I'm sorry, one or the other.
It was created by the rightful owner at the table here.
They had a guy named Edgewise on, and his whole thing was pareidolia. He saw giant creatures on Google Maps, therefore flat Earth was his logic, basically. And he went on about this for a while, being shown images where people were saying, yeah, I see the animal, but it's not real. It's just, you're just seeing it. And then at the end of it, they showed him this wonderful thing. So I don't know who found this, but someone found an image of something that looked like Jesus's face. It looked like, you know, like when you get toast that's burned with Jesus's face. It looked like that.
I actually found that image.
You found
I
it.
gave
Okay.
it a goal.
But it was on something, and everyone was like, "Do you see that, Edgewise?" And he couldn't see Jesus's face in the image. They spent like 10 minutes trying to convince him that there was a face there, and he just couldn't see it. And then they zoomed out, and it was a dog's anus.
Yep.
That is amazing.
That woman gave it to Bull, and I was like, "Show him this." But yeah, of course, that was the only part. That was just part of that 5% that I did for the show. So I didn't have too much. 5%, show an image, you know, find one for Bull, and that was my job.
Oh, that's funny.
It's funny because it's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all we've got here so far is pareidolia. Should we go any further if it hasn't been gonged out already?
Oh,
yeah,
I could
there's
gong
no
it. Can I
gong
gong it?
yet. I mean, we haven't played enough to get a gong. I mean, everybody knows it's coming, but they're good viewers, so they're playing along. You know, you gotta love these guys. I love
I have
them.
the buzz ready to go, but I haven't buzzed yet.
We have two buzzers so far, and there are there are currently 5 people logged into play, but we have 84 watching. So if you want this gone, buzz in and play,
I'm logged
guys. Yeah, I see.
Well, I don't know where to go.
Yours is the chat buzzer, though, Steve. It's the different one.
Oh.
We count as an instant buzz because it's all stupid and we know it.
But before we do, it worked, Ilya. I was just about to get to you. Before we get back to the video here, Ilya buzzed in and she wanted to mention something here.
Perfect.
Yeah, so there's some comments I wanted to read. Sweet Heathen said, "Oh, for fuck's sakes, facepalm." And then right after that, she said, "I see it." And then right after that, she said, "But I'm high." So
There's a lot of stuff when she's high.
right.
That's awesome.
Ugly German True said, "I might see semen in his screenshot, but demons?" Mr. Victory said, "Yay, giant monster penis."
What the hell's a penis? I'm not seeing a penis.
I think he's just plotting the fact that we brought it up.
And then Morton Nielsen came back with another super chat with 89 Danish krone. "I wonder if this video is stupid."
Good shout, Morton.
Well, I'll tell you what. I want to read the best comment I've seen in the chat all night. I can't tell if it's serious or not, but it's just goddamn funny. Cherry Pie said this in all caps. "Unirock 2 is going to take you all down."
Oh God!
Take us.
Which millennium that'll happen.
Take it down to Alphabet Street.
He probably does see demons in these clouds.
Yeah, he
too
probably
funny.
does. Because he probably sees Steve McRae in these clouds. Because hashtag.
Yeah, exactly. I'm in his clouds.
We're gonna.
It's the face of Steve.
I'm gonna say one thing about the Cherry Pie's comment there. Little word of advice. I find this to be pretty accurate. Pretty accurate rule on YouTube. Don't trust anybody whose channel name has a 2 in it, because that means they're a terrible person and got themselves shut down once, and probably for good reason. Not necessarily for good reason, but probably.
Is that why Russian Vids has Russian Vids 5, 6, 9, 12, 82, 130,000? Yeah.
Same with conspiracy.
He'll be using exponents too, man.
He had like Russian Vids 9, and I don't know.
That's hilarious. But that's what happens when you're a scumbag and you get chased off of social media continuously. I mean, you know.
Yeah, man. Don't come walking into this cave, Cherry Pie, and then start poking bears. There's 8 of us.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Are we talking about Anti-Ordinary?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh no. Oh no.
So, wait, okay. So how many? I want to know how many people see a hate boner in these clouds. Anybody? Not just a penis, but a full-on hate boner.
I mean, it's a hate boner, but it's really limp.
Whenever somebody mentions hate boner
I'm
now,
tiny.
all I see is somebody in a winter hat with a really poorly green screen chair. I don't know. Maybe
it
it's
looks
just me.
really small and limp, and I just faintly see the words PayPal.
Too funny. Yeah, I should have known where this was going.
Shall we go? Shall we continue?
Yeah, let's play some video.
Of the demon, you can see the mouth right here opening up and spitting fire or whatever smoke. You can see the eye right here. Let's zoom in on the eye. You can even see the eyebrow up here, the eyebrow. This is the eye, and then I guess this eye bag or whatever you want to call it, so you can clearly see the eye. It's very detailed too. This is the head of the demon. There's no other way to say it. This is the head of the demon. And I'm just gonna zoom out completely so you get a full view of the demon. It's huge. The demon spans, this fallen angel spans hundreds and hundreds of miles. I'm zooming out. My pointer is pointed at the eye of the demon. As you can see right here, this is the eye. I just zoomed out. And look at the demon's wings. This is completely a fallen angel. This is not a good spirit. And right below this demon,
Is this one of those troll or not troll things? Is this like you have to guess if this guy's like just fucking with people or what?
I'm reaching that point where I want to call Poe.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things. And I wait, like edgewise, I still don't know what the hell if he was serious or not. It's so goddamn stupid. It's hard to imagine anybody actually putting forth these things as any kind of legitimate, consideration. But then again, people are fucking insane. So
I could never tell with him either, because he'd start his videos with like he'd have the Google Maps screen up already and a picture of an eagle to compare to like a rock formation, and he'd be going, "This is it, guys. This totally kills the globe," and he's like totally serious sounding.
I've been seeing a lot of comments in here too. Everybody's asking, "Is this guy high?" I'm beginning to wonder myself.
I think so. I mean, he kind of sounds a little off.
Yeah, it's.
Come on,
He
there's only
does.
one thing that can produce this. It's magic mushrooms, and we all know it. Every one of us went to college. Come on, fuck this, man.
Bad magic mushrooms, and then Colon says, "Aimee, it's poop."
Quote chef from South Park. What?
It's a bunny rabbit I see.
I don't see a bunny at all.
Yeah, I don't. Where's the
Like
bunny?
a dope in Vietnam.
That's
What are
kind
you
of the
talking
point.
about?
I want to see a bunny, but I don't see a bunny.
Oh man.
Right now, I don't see anything.
No,
I'm looking for sex.
Who was it who shared that around as like a flat Earth proof that NASA photoshopped sex in the clouds or something?
Yeah, I can't
Oh
remember.
yeah.
It's so funny.
Come on.
I
That's
think we
ridiculous.
just gonged out. I don't know if you guys heard the gong, but the gong is gone.
Shame.
Oh, I didn't hear it. No, it didn't come through to us. I don't know if the crowd, the viewers heard it or not. But if we gonged out, we gonged out. If Steve wants, we can play one more round before we kill it.
Oh, you can kill it. This is
Yeah, I mean,
ridiculous.
well, this video has all the substance of the clouds we're looking at, right? I mean, it's a joke.
You are a true man of compassion, Steve.
Saving brain cells one stream at a time.
And that's the thing. You can only kill so many at once. You do have to, take it at a pace, right? And
You need to, you need to pace yourself when you're dealing with dumbness.
Yeah, and this would have taken us right down way too fast.
Yeah, I don't want to OD on stupid so early.
All right.
So, does anybody have a comment on this before we move on? Any roundtable thoughts, wrap-ups on the whole, how far could you take? Why am I filling people's heads with thoughts, right? I'll shut up now.
Well, we have a super chat that's regarding the video, so let's hear some feedback from the audience. Ilya, do you want to take that?
Yeah, Morton Nilsson for Danish Crone 45 said, "I see horse poo. Does that count?" And then Chris Katsolis said, "I'm looking for bikinis on the beach. Zoom in."
How many people would see my beard in there?
Yeah,
it's got to be in there somewhere.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. I'd say kind of.
That's it. It's a close-up of Steve's beard, and he's wearing a bluish-colored T-shirt.
If it's conditioned, then probably. If the
That's
clouds are
legit.
conditioned,
It's legit, yeah.
Yeah, now we got it. You know what? I think this was a plant by that what's his name 2 channel, or Schmuck-a-Lot. That's the one, Schmuck-a-Lot. Yeah, this is a plant.
I just have to read this one comment that just popped up. The real non sequitur. Steve said, "Penis. I feel violated."
I have to say penis every stream. I can't say it prior to streams because I guess that makes people uncomfortable. Even though I don't remember ever saying the word penis before a stream, I make sure we're live to say the word penis now. That way, everybody knows I'm saying penis.
That's funny
because I sure the fuck don't remember ever saying penis prior to hang out. Maybe with Moon once or twice, but that's just because it's Moon.
I didn't mind. You can say it. You can say whatever you want.
That we were talking about once or twice or 3 times or like every time.
Every single time.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
I learned so much from you, Moon. Trust me.
Sorry, sweet heathen. I still love you.
Uh-oh.
Well,
so
since we've gonged out on that video. Ooh, I just burped in the middle of that. I'm sorry, that's gross. Should we do we want to vote on the next one? Because I vote for the mystery one.
Ooh, I'm down for that.
Well, I'd say it's just sold then. Yeah.
Mystery.
Because it just the title gives it. What was the title again? It gives us nothing.
Yeah,
It's just in
something
case
about
I
being
might,
right.
Just in case I'm right, or am I missing something here?
Oh, and we know it's the second one of those options.
Oh, yeah.
This sounds
missing
like
everywhere.
somebody filming a really basic light phenomenon in their backyard and coming to a really hilarious conclusion.
This could be educational. You never know. Let's give it a shot.
Yeah.
Does the channel have the word truth in the name?
I don't recall. I'd have to look, but it might. I don't know. Let's find out.
I would say there's a 1 in 5 shot at this point.
Well, you ready?
I'm scared, but yeah, let's do it. Okay. Descending to level 2, rabbit hole.
And it takes a bit. There we go.
Oh, that's a good sign.
Now, when I say melting of stone, exactly what kind of stone are we talking about here? For one thing, we all know stone doesn't melt, it turns into slag. When we produce metals, which is about the hottest that we ever, put rock through a kiln, yes, it turns into slag. It's the main reason why all these channels that keep knocking out videos about the moulding of these megalithic blocks. It's why I have produced video after video proving that that's a load of rubbish and that you could never ever work with that.
I'm just.
Is this guy?
Go ahead,
I'm
Dick.
so
Yeah.
confused.
Right now, what I'm hearing is that he is debunking that Giorgio Tsoukalos guy from Ancient Aliens, who once claimed, I think it was him, but it was one of those dumb fucks from that show, that the only way that I can't remember who it was. It probably was the Mayans, but it might have been, but it was somebody in South America, who the blocks are, they kind of look like they were like clay put together because they're really fitted nice. Somebody took the time to really, make them fit together with some, hard work and effort. And one of those morons claimed that they must have been using molds. And, liquefying the rock and pouring it in as if they were, casting engine blocks.
Well, you know what? I feel like I need to give some like mild video making advice here. What I would advise is in the first 30 seconds, give some context as to what the fuck you're talking about. Like, tell us where we are that we're looking at in this picture, what it's said to be, and then what you think it is, because then we'll have some idea what's going on. Because as of now, it just looks like, yeah, you're rambling about like tiles and bricks, and we're looking at a neat cave formation, and that's all we got.
Yeah. I think we should play some more to see where he's going with this, because it seems like he's going to fuck up debunking. I think this is where we're going.
I think so. But before we do that, the ladies at the table want to speak up here. Ilya, did you want to go first?
Yeah, there's some really funny comments. So DKG Custom said, I knew a slag once. 9 o'clock hero said he's a mud flutter too. God's auditor said in quotations, I don't know how shit works, so therefore I have debunked something. And then Colin said, could that be an old abandoned sewer, as this is a pile of shit?
I have to add really quickly, Jinzu said something that I agree with. That's clearly the throat of a sandworm. Bless the maker and his water.
I love it.
I thought it was the Sarlacc myself. I thought it was a
Sarlacc, yeah.
Can't stop the spice flow.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah, if
Amy,
I see a Minoc go flying by, I don't know, man. Well, should we let this... Oh, sorry, Amy, go ahead.
That's okay. No, that's fine. Mr. Victory's little girl is very excited, and she's practicing her Del cows for tomorrow. Just wanted to let you know that.
Yay! Can't wait. That's awesome.
I know. She's adorable.
I'll have my little guy around too, and we can have the big table. It'll be awesome.
Definitely. I'll have Matt too.
Oh, should we let the stupid roll?
I say
Yeah,
so.
I agree there. Absolutely. Let's see where this goes.
Right? But again, there's different types of rock. So what are we talking about? Now, what I'm going to show you here does indeed look like melted rock. He's calling it melted brick. Because what you're looking at is bricks underneath something. But the bricks that's underneath what appears to be melted are in perfect condition, by the way. Oh, and also bricks have to go through a kiln to be even made, right?
I don't even understand.
I'm going to tell you straight off the bat exactly what we are looking at here. And that is that this site, it's obviously an ancient site. Whether it's antediluvian or not, I do not know. But this thing here used to be encased in something like some type of artex, yes, or a plaster, something like that. That is what's melted, right? And whatever else has happened on the surface has also leached through the rock, because the site is now below ground, exactly the same way as what we see in caves. Because in the same video that he knocked out, he said that this is exactly what stalactites are. That what we've been taught at school about stalactites is also bullshit. Well, no one can tell me that just about everything that we've learned at school.
I don't think this guy went to school.
Oh!
Boom.
He dug his own fucking grave with that one, baby. Do you see on the side there, it says, also notice how all the drips line up perfectly because they're seeping through the mortar which connects the bricks. So he's trying to say that that cave is an ancient structure or something, and that they didn't melt bricks to make it, they melted rock to make it. Is that what I got from that? What?
I have a clue what this guy's saying.
Yeah, I couldn't venture a guess, man.
I think we might have pushed the bottom of the barrel out of the barrel on that one. I mean, that was rough, man. I don't know what to say. Monkey,
Next.
are you even there? Monkey, unmute and tear this guy to pieces. Where the hell is he? It's a perfect moment for him. He's probably hanging from a tree trying to light a joint with a beer cap. I don't know. Fuck. Oh, man. Well, I don't know. Anybody got a rap on that? I mean, does anybody even understand what we just watched?
I do not.
Not even a clue.
I agree with the first statement. I think we're looking at a sewer because that was a pile of shit.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if this isn't maybe proof for something after all, though. Proof that there should at least be a basic IQ test before you're allowed to click upload on the YouTube app, because this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know, it's painful. It's too stupid. Chris says, yeah, you're about 635 meters below the barrel.
I flash back to Steve Martin in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. When he's talking to John Candy, he says, when you have these fucking stories, come to a fucking point. Have a point. Like, I don't understand what the point of this is. Like, seriously.
I don't either. I think we should let's see here. Should we try number 3 before before IQs start dropping. What do you do here?
The
Should we
flat
vote
Earth
on number
one?
3? What?
That's the flat Earth one.
So we got 2 left to pick from here. So what are we looking at?
We're looking at how the seasons of the sun perspective point to a flat Earth, or all the dinosaurs are fake. Take your pick.
I'd say flat Earth one, yeah.
Anyone else? Or are we just gonna go?
Bueller.
Yeah, sure. Flat
Yeah,
Earth.
I'm in. Yeah. Oh, I was trying and I couldn't. Yeah. I'm into that for sure. I mean, seasons prove flat Earth. This is going to be stupid. This should be
I mean,
great.
yeah, it's sad when this is like the grading scale of dumb we've got. Like this is the slightly more intellectual video than the last 2.
I know. That's really, really bad. Yeah. So, okay, Bull, why don't you cue that one up for us, and we'll see what kind of horrors await. I mean, maybe the flat Earth is tilted. Nah, it still wouldn't work.
Well, let's find out.
Oh, give me a second to get my cotton
Titled this
swabs so I don't
presentation,
bleed from
Understanding
here.
how seasons, perspective, and the sun's movement points to a flat Earth. Some of these observations are going to be things that you may have seen already. This is primarily for newcomers and perhaps a refresher to get back to the basics for some of the more seasoned flat earthers, as it were.
That was fucking quick.
Let's just look at this for a second. So, seasons, tilted sphere. Perspective, no, because it wouldn't just go on the bottom. Sun's movement, no. You mean the Earth's movement? Like, come on, dude, really?
And I mean, just the sun's movement points to a flat Earth. Like the sun is probably the biggest and most obvious problem that the flat Earth has.
Yeah.
Well, this is D Marble, right?
Yeah.
Let's actually hear his brilliant argumentation here.
All right, let's do it.
All right, let's get into this. The purpose of this presentation is to share my thoughts and personal observations in order to help people get a better understanding of where they live. By better understanding where we are, we can better understand who we are and who we are not. As the heliocentric cosmology teaches us that everything came from a godless Big Bang, flat Earth cosmology, on the other hand, teaches that we are in a system.
Godless Big Bang. I love it.
I've said it a million times. There's nothing godless about the Big Bang. There's nothing about the Big Bang that rules out a god, depending on which one you want to believe in. But
I've looked at a little bit about cosmology, and I do talk to people that are experts in cosmology, and I got to tell you, not one of them has ever said there's been a scientific study the Big Bang says, oh, there are no gods. That not one.
In fact, I just remembered this actually. If I'm correct on this, it was a Jesuit priest who first formulated the Big Bang theory.
Yeah,
that's correct.
He kind of came up with it. Yeah.
I mean, he didn't come up with all the details, but he came up with the general.
No,
idea.
he had a basic overview, though. Obviously, yeah.
All right.
It didn't bother him at all.
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean, this happens all the time. The guy who led the Human Genome Project is a Christian. Religion and science can work together just fine. It's just there's these. I feel like there's militant groups on both sides that don't want them to work together, and I find that really frustrating. Ilya, you wanted to get in here, right?
Yeah, I have some good comments that I wanted to share. So Jigsaw Harlequin said, my last 2 brain cells just killed each other out of mercy. I completely feel that. I am the otter of me own feet, said not this clown, gong. Colin said, shouldn't it say by not that guy, but this moron? And then Jigsaw Harlequins to Steve McRae said, happy birthday. If this is your present, you need a refund.
Yeah, I want my money back.
I'll tell you what, considering that it is D-Marble, there is an advantage to it being D-Marble is you won't have to deal with the unexpected racism that frequently comes from flat earthers.
That's true.
Because you won't hear D. Marble saying, complaining about Neil deGrasse Tyson by calling him uppity black science man.
Yeah, that's true.
Which I've seen flat earthers do.
So, DeadKennedy, what is your take on D. Marble? Poe or not Poe? Because I think he's actually serious.
I think he is. I think he is.
He's one of the few that I think is literally that stupid. I think that he's not doing it as a Poe. I think he's actually, for some reason, either has convinced himself or been convinced by really shitty arguments because he doesn't understand basic science that the other's flat.
Yeah, he gives off some Poe vibes, and I think a lot of those are unintentional. That he's just completely unaware he's doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I did a video on him a while back when I first started doing videos and whatnot, and there was a point in the video. He was doing a reference. It was crazy. Why even explain it? But at one point, he gets really upset when he's talking. Like, "Are you kidding me? You're trying to tell me this?" And he sold me right then and there that he believes this crap. He really does.
Yeah, that's true. A high level of emotion is usually a pretty good sign, right? Like, tells you someone's probably invested in what they're talking about.
I believe it.
And I see we got a super chat there. Did someone want to take that?
Sure. I'll pull it up. Oh, look who it is. Tatty. Hey, brother. How you doing? 5 pounds. A happy Valentine's, eh? Or Allentine's. Oh, I fucked it up. I'll do it again, Tatty. Sorry. A happy Allentine's, eh? To those not getting the V or D. That's a good one, buddy.
Dick,
thanks, brother.
I don't know if it was just me, but we lost you for like most of that.
Oh, shit. Really, eh? Oh, here. Let me redo it then. I'll just clicky here and bring it back up. So,
was it
am I heard now? Am I here?
I think it was just you. I heard him.
I heard it.
Okay. I'll shut up then.
My bad.
Cool. Well,
yeah. Should we see what else D. Marble's got for us?
Can't wait.
Yeah, I want to focus more on us to say about the sun.
Yeah. And its movement.
That has been created, and that we didn't evolve from monkeys and all that nonsense that comes along with the globe model, that your life actually has value, that you're more important than just a speck of dust in infinite space on some spinning ball in a vast...
I'm sick of that metaphysical argument. Okay, you know what? I'm not a Christian. I'm an agnostic, but here's what I'm going to say
He's one of my people.
A concept called there's a concept called general revelation in Christianity, right? And from a Christian's perspective, the way they see it is general revelation is the way that God reveals himself to us through the intricacy and the beauty of the universe around us. What do you think is more interesting and beautiful? An infinite, ever-expanding universe with hundreds of billions of stars that have as complex or more complex solar systems around them, all of these galaxies, the intricacies of the human body, the careful and fascinating process of evolution, or being sentient mud people stuck in a fucking snow globe?
But
which one of those is more impressive?
This is where the Poe vibe comes in, though, when he talks about, like, oh, we didn't come from no monkeys. And yet he has to know damn well, because people have explained to him, where in any evolutionary book you've ever read does it say we evolved from monkeys? Oh, wait, nowhere?
Right.
And so that when somebody's that dishonest, when they cannot find a single solitary scientific source that says that, because it's ridiculous and stupid to think we evolved from monkeys. That is a completely different line of phylogeny. So if he's been explaining this before, which I know he has, that's where the Poe vibe comes in.
And another thing I don't get with this is the whole, so you're just evolved from monkeys and your life has no meaning. My life has all of the meaning that I give it as I live it. Why does the who, what, where, when, and why give me some extra meaning that I'm missing? I find my own fulfillment. Thank you very much.
And I mean, you can twist it around. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm hogging the mic, but that's another thing. Out of a solar system with as many planets as it has, as many different planetary bodies that it has, and only one that we know of has life, and we found over 2,000 exoplanets and thousands of other star systems, and none of them seem like they can harbor life. Does that not make us an extremely significant speck? That there's this infinite void, and we are on it, and we're here, and we're okay. Is that not special?
That is super special. I think that's one of the greatest concepts I've ever heard was from Neil deGrasse Tyson, where he quite correctly stated that the stars are within us. We are part of the universe.
Right, because we're made of the stardust, right?
Kind of rephrasing Sagan's stardust thing, yeah.
That is the most awesome way to look at things.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what's even better is the star stuff in your left hand is from a different star than the star stuff in your right hand.
Yeah, right. And now that we're learning about neutron star collisions and whatnot, and the heavier elements truly coming from that, now we got all kinds of great sources for awesomeness, and it's just awe-inspiring. And I don't understand why it has to be destroyed so that something else can be awe-inspiring. What's wrong with the truth? Oh, I said that damn word. Sorry. Oops.
So, for a bunch of people who claim to be seeking the truth, they sure are scared of it.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of scared of it, should we let him prattle on a bit more?
Yeah, I want to see his evidence.
Yeah, because he's got to come to something now. Like, we're really ripping him apart, but, it's because we know him, right? So let's give him the chance. Let's do it.
Endless universe. Okay. Connecting the dots. Seasons on a flat Earth. We're going to cover that first, very briefly. The sun's movement on a flat Earth and your visual perspective on a flat Earth. Okay, this is the 1892 Gleason standard map of the world. I lean towards this map because it makes sense to me based on my personal observations. And you may have known that back in 2018 that I took a trip to Alaska to ascertain some information about flat Earth, and we'll be covering that a little bit later. But this will make sense to me because, well, I mean, it shows what.
This will be a quick one just because he's using the Gleason map. It's a shame that you took a flight to Alaska. What you should have done is taken a flight from Santiago, Chile to Sydney, Australia. You can do that in about 12 hours. And in order to make that flight on that map, you need to move twice the speed of sound.
Yeah. And have wings that damn big. You can carry the fuel required.
Yeah.
And you also have to go on this weird curved trajectory. Otherwise, people would notice that they're flying over America on their way to Australia.
Yeah.
I love how they use that map. They just don't get it at all. They absolutely don't get it. It's just so funny.
It is.
So, we have a little housekeeping to do there. Aimee, do you want to grab that?
Sure. We have a super chat from Morten Nielsen for 35 Danish krona. He says, Truth Part 2. My new YouTube channel? Be great.
I like that one. I like that one. If I can find it here, there was Ugly German Truth said to myself, we were going back and forth there, I'd claim the importance or meaning of our life isn't even depending on us, but on the traces we leave in other people's lives around us. That is awesome. Well said, buddy. Good one.
That was perfectly said.
Absolutely.
So let's he's gonna do his big reveal here.
That's all I wanted to do was just that Santiago to Australia flight just completely destroys that map.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let's bring him on again. Come on, D Marvel. Show us your bullshit.
That most of the Earth is covered in water, and pretty much how it's set up there. It also works pretty well with the flights on Earth, and where we've seen examples of emergency landings taking place.
That's
where
funny.
It wouldn't make so much sense on a globe. It actually fits very well with this particular model. But what I want to point to is in the lower left and right hand corners are how it explains the movements of the sun and the seasons here. So the June solstice. In figures, June and December, the white represents the sun's position in his respective months at noon. This shows sunlight inside the Arctic Circle for 24 hours. From June 21st, the sun moves round the tropics in a spiral circle, widening every day until it reaches its destiny on the southern or outer solstice on December 21st. Meaning basically that the sun makes a clockwise circuit, and each day that circle that the sun makes around the North Pole gets a little bit wider until it reaches, its highest position, the outermost position, that is December 21st, winter solstice, which they cover here. On December 21st, the sun moves around the Tropic of Capricorn, and during the day lights up the southern portion of the Earth from the Arctic Circle to some portion of Antarctic ice. There is no sunlight 80 degrees south, but unknown regions of ice. On the 23rd of December, the sun commences his southward journey, again returning to his starting place, and thus completes his seasons. So when the sun circles around to the farthest edge out there, the circle begins to contract again, coming back to this position on June 21st, and it just continues like that. Spirals from December 23rd back inward. From June 21st starts to spiral back out, and it continues that kind of timekeeping motion there, because the Earth acts as a massive timepiece, and it kind of flies in the face of the idea that all this originated from an explosion from nothing. Like, explosions don't create such order and predictability in a system. So that's another thing that kind of casts doubt on the idea of the heliocentric model.
Yeah, pause.
Yeah.
Let's just, yeah.
Oh,
That
man.
Bull said it.
Oh.
The midnight sun. What?
Yeah.
In Antarctica. The one in Antarctica,
that
not the
bit?
one in the North Pole, but the one in the... How would that work? With the sun all the way
Yeah.
around the edge, but not all the way in the middle? It just makes
it's all
zero sense.
Well, exactly. And if the Earth were truly flat, no one would have night.
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Well,
yeah,
unless-
exactly. Ever. It would just be
unless
sunlight all the time.
Well, unless photons had the ability to decide for themselves how far they were going to travel based on, their mood. I mean, what the hell?
Exactly. Or whether they were hungry or not, needed to go to the grocery store or something. I don't know.
I don't remember one instance ever in my entire life looking up at the sun and seeing a giant fucking lampshade on it. Yeah. All I can say about the son of a bitch is no.
No, D Marble, no.
Bravo.
Yeah. That's what we needed. A little angry Scotsman in there.
Plus, we did get a super chat from God's auditor for $2 American. He says D Marble could shill for beta blockers.
That's a good one. Oh,
Living proof that magic mushrooms can make you believe anything.
yeah, but this whole living in a van down by the river lifestyle of his, going back to that Poe thing, does lead you to believe that he might just be shilling it because it's working. It's a tough call sometimes, like as Bull says, let's look at the North Pole because I'm closer to it myself, and there's a time during winter when you always get the sun, and his little rotating hour hand on a Seiko watch flat earth map just can't make it happen.
There's movies about this shit. 30 Days of Night and Insomnia, about the two different phenomenons. 30 Days of Night is about that period of time where they get basically no sunlight for about a month, and then there's a period of time where they get almost no darkness for about a month.
Yeah.
Yep. Canadian Forces has a communication station up at Alert, which is only 50 kilometers south of the geographic North Pole. And servicemen go up there for 6-month tours, and when they come back, their body clocks are fucked. Really
I
fucked.
bet.
Yeah, they make a point of making sure that they get 3 months day, 3 months night, because they can't go 6 months with only one.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, crazy.
God, it's crazy how much that affects us. Like even living here in Canada, like people get so miserable during the winter because you'll go weeks without even seeing the sun. It'll just be behind clouds every single day.
Yeah. And Steve, with service and everything, you must know about, screwing up your clock and your rhythm and whatnot. Like, it's a real heavy hitting thing, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, I've been across the date line, and we've all had jet lag. I mean, time zones are a legit thing for these very reasons because, when these flat earthers run these types of narratives, first of all, they all say the exact same things. It's like they get their talking points from the same Eric Dubay manual or something like that. And I think it's when they cultivate their audience so that anybody, like, let's say like DeadKennedyInSpace, not going to be hanging out watching his videos, right? This guy D Marble and the rest of them, they basically want the dumb of the dumb. They want the people that are not going to be critical thinkers. They want the people that don't understand math, don't understand science. That's their target audience. And when you find these dishonest people that have target audiences like that, that's why they're always going to be in business, because you're always going to find that 4 standard deviation of dumbness out there that's going to watch these things and go, oh, look, he has a good point. Yeah, he's telling me the truth, rather than actually look at the actual science, because they don't understand the actual science.
Right. Yeah, social media has given a platform for the charlatan to really build a little following. Absolutely.
Yes.
Good example of that.
And we see this quite often, not just in the flat earth community as well. I mean, there's other charlatans out there and other people that cultivate, their audience based on.
Yeah.
Well, Steve, like a good example, I think, would be the Facebook groups of anti-vaccine moms.
Same thing. Yeah. The anti-vaxxers, what are they going to do? Do you think they're going to try to cultivate people that have PhDs in, immunology? No, they're going to be like, oh, we're going to have these people that have never opened up science book that go, vaccines cause autism based upon, Wakefield's report that has been debunked how many times? I mean, So
a ton.
Yeah. Guy's a fucking criminal, man.
I don't know how famously debunked points keep remaining in use, like the learned protocols of the Elders of Sion, that really old supposed manuscript that details the Jewish world takeover conspiracy. And it's like it was debunked like 6 months after it came out, and it's from like 1920 something, and people still cite it today.
Yeah. It goes to that whole thing where they think they are in charge. And as soon as you put that entity, they, that's in charge of all governments and blah, blah, and this and that into the equation, it justifies all of these other BS, like, oh no, they just told us that it wasn't really true, as a smoke screen. It's the same as the Roswell, the way they, you can never get it through some people's heads, right?
Yeah, I guess that's what they want you to think is a powerful phrase, I guess.
Yeah, too much so.
Yeah. All right, should we see what other stupid D Marble has?
Yeah, he's got some more points coming. Let's let him run it. His mouth, that is.
Now, while we're about to wrap up seasons on the Flat Earth very, very quickly, like I said, I want to turn your attention to timeanddate.com. We use timeanddate.com. There's a feature, it's the day and night world map.
Based on a globe.
It shows the position of the sun and the moon on Earth real time, all the time. And I like that feature because I've used that during eclipses and other periods, just to see, okay, if I can see the moon here, who else can see the moon at the same time? Things like that. Same thing with the sun, and we'll cover that in a little bit. But also, this kind of gives away the idea of the sun and the moon not being the sizes and distances that we've been told, because on this model, the sun and the moon act as a spotlight. Like, the sun's not 400 times the size of the Earth. It's not 93 million miles away. The moon isn't, 4 times smaller than the Earth. And
This is how long it took me since he said timeandday.com. Between then and now, I've managed to find my favorite part of timeandday.com. It's where they explain what a meteor shower is, and how it's not possible on a flat Earth.
Yeah.
Like, I hate that cherry picking your source thing. Like, I love this site. It's super accurate. It doesn't believe at all what I say, but that's not relevant. It blows my mind. And yeah, timeanddate.com has a really great article explaining what meteor showers are here. Yeah, what are they in the flat Earth model? Has that ever been a thing? Are they like dead stars falling from the firmament or something? We got gonged.
That's amazing. I didn't know marble could ring like that.
Well, we got a gong there, so I guess we're done with this one. But does anyone want to... Joey D, I'm just going to respond to you really quickly. He asked, does D Marble push the Jewish conspiracy crap like Dubé? I don't know that he does specifically, but here's the thing. If you dig enough with most of these people, that's what it goes back to.
Well, I could tell you, as somebody who is Jewish, I can speak on behalf of all Jewish people. There's no Zion conspiracy. There you go.
Well, that's the thing about it. You know, you don't even need to like go into disproving specific facts or anything. Just think of the idea of any group of people, like say Jewish people or white people or black people or Asians or any other group. Imagine a world where they all know each other. Like, that's just ridiculous.
Well, we do. Well, no, all Jewish people do know each other. It's a fun fact. But they would have told me, you know, they would have said, Steve, we do have, you know, a control of everything, and we have people in place, and we're trying to take over the world domination and New World Order.
Yeah.
And I didn't get the memo on that, so clearly that can't be the case.
We're talking about the unholy, a-holy Pope himself right here. So you know what I mean? Of course he'd be in the loop, people.
In on this, right? Exactly.
Yeah. You know? And remember to kiss his ring on the way out.
Kiss something.
Yeah, of course.
My birthday. You know, I didn't even get any nudes for my birthday. Not even a nip slip. Nothing.
Yeah. Steve's typing in the chat right now. Pucker up, bitches. I'm coming.
It's something on the way back, on the way out. That's for some reason.
You know what? I have never.
Sorry, Steve.
Sorry, oh, I didn't hear you. Sorry. I was going to say real quick. I have never got an unsolicited nude, by the way.
Oh no.
I've got a dick pic. I've got one dick pic, but it was technically not unsolicited, but I don't. That's really not what I'm going for. But whatever. Yeah, I don't get this. People don't send me that shit. Are you kidding me?
Goddamn story there.
Yeah, people don't send me that kind of stuff.
I've gotten those. I've gotten the unsolicited dick pics before. That it's interesting. It's
yeah, I can just see it. Oh yeah, I can't wait to meet you. Like, where do you think that's gonna go, moron? Holy! And if it works, do you really want to hang out with her, you idiot? Jesus Christ.
Just FYI, begging for them, by definition, begging for them makes them unsolicited or makes them solicited. So that doesn't count.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Put your penis in her pocket.
How did we go from D Marble to dick pics? That's hilarious.
I don't know. That's funny. But we did get another super chat from Morten Nielsen again. He gave us 45 Danish krona. He says, there is no Earth, only Zool. D Maple, debunk that one.
I am the keymaster. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I just said Morten Nielsen. You're the man. That's all.
Oh yeah,
I think he's donated like
awesome.
3 times tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much, buddy.
Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. So
D Marble got gonged.
Oh, he did. I was just away for a second.
Yeah.
I was about to ask that because I couldn't imagine him lasting too long.
He's been gonged, so we've got the one left, right? The dinosaurs are fake one.
Okay, so we're at 7 minutes runtime, so I guess the gong is done because we'll just run this video to the end, see how we do.
We might as well,
Sounds
yeah.
good.
Yeah. Oh God.
Thumbnail already queued up. I love it. Look at that beautiful ceratopsid.
Oh, I just when I see that picture, I'm waiting for Littlefoot to go, Sarah.
Yeah.
Well, you ready for some stupid here?
Before we do, did anyone else see that amazing meme? I saw this a little while ago of it was how most kids learned about death, and it was the scene of Mufasa dying in The Lion King. It was, and then below that was how I learned about death, and it was Littlefoot with his mom.
Yeah.
Like, hell yeah, that is where I first learned about that shit.
Yeah, for me, it goes back further. It'd be more like Bambi, but yeah, exactly the same. You know, for my son, it was Littlefoot, right? Because I brought him through that way.
Well, Bambi doesn't explain the consequences to you. Bambi is just mom's gone now.
That's true. That's true.
Right.
But, it's old Disney, so, it's just stolen and reworked other people's stuff.
Yeah.
The Lion King is Hamlet. So should we get on with the video?
All right. Let's see why dinosaurs existed. I mean, yeah.
Everyone is so amazed and inspired by the dinosaurs in the Jurassic Park movies, and we're also taken aback by them that we completely throw it over our heads that these are not real dinosaurs. Not in the least. Not at all. When I thought about how many other species of animals had to be mixed in to complete the DNA of a dinosaur, it made me wonder how much of something has to be mixed into something else to make that something else not itself anymore. In other words, at what point in the genetic soup pot do dinosaurs stop being dinosaurs? Let's take humans as an example. We all
If I were to ask the Dapper Dino, I'm 99% sure he would say, arguably, they don't. That modern birds are dinosaurs.
Yeah, you don't lose your cladistical history. I mean, especially when it's monophyletic. Then, if it exists in the clade, then anything that descends from that is still in that clade.
Right.
Period.
Yeah, absolutely. Like in the way that all humans, like we would have that same kind of common ancestry, right? Where we're all that's why people say that we're all just apes or monkeys or whichever.
Well, and she's speaking like they're actually taking like a bit of monkey and a bit of insect and a bit of reptile and a bit of amphibian and mixing it all up and coming up with something. That's not how any of this works.
No. Yeah, it would have been mostly one creature that had bits and pieces added to it over millions of years.
Yeah, back when super glue was good.
and yeah, someone in the chat pointed it out. I do hate when they start with Jurassic Park because we know Jurassic Park isn't scientifically accurate. In fact, the biggest upset when Jurassic World, when that franchise kind of restarted, the biggest upset was that they weren't going with modern science, that they weren't going to make the dinosaurs feathered and scientifically accurate, because at the time when Jurassic Park came out in '94, it advanced science by presenting the idea that dinosaurs were warm-blooded and fast-moving, which wasn't something we were used to at that time. And it really pissed people off that they didn't keep doing that with Jurassic World, but the unfeathered T-Rex looks cool. So
it's called creative license.
Yeah,
that's right. I mean, a Velociraptor, if it was done properly, just isn't threatening enough.
No,
do you know how many movies I've seen about black holes that weren't accurate? I mean, come on.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, arguably all of them, probably,
especially the black hole.
Oh God, yeah. What's got the closest? Like, I guess Interstellar got fairly close, like visually, right?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I've never seen one that's like actually properly accurate. Because my biggest problem is that a black hole, from my understanding, a black hole is technically roughly spherical, right? Because it's gravity contracting in every direction. Like I would think, because it's always from a spherical object. Everything in space is fucking spheres. That's how shit works.
Right. It's rotating really fast, so there's probably the oblate spheroid effect, just like Earth, right? But maybe
like a warped spheroid just from how fast it's moving. That wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, because they moving, right? Like the accretion ring is seriously speeding shit up. Like, so that's pretty intense.
Why only roughly, German truce? Because of space and time and what black holes do to them. That's basically it. I think it would be a perfect sphere if it weren't also like ripping space-time apart at the same time. Sorry, should we get back to the video? We're getting off topic.
Yeah, we're doing black holes, and we've got well, not black holes on the screen. I'm not sure where he's going here, so I didn't want to say anything.
Should we kick it back in here, Bull?
Evolved from a common ancestor. The early hominid species came from the ancestor we share with today's African apes. There is said to be at least dozens of different species of human-type creatures around 5 to 8 million years ago. At what point did we cease to be the Australopithecus and start to be Homo sapiens? When a human being of colored skin tone breeds with a human of a lighter skin tone and their offspring breeds with a lighter skin tone, at what point in that generational line of doing the same thing over and over again do the humans fail to be considered black or of a dark skin tone? In today's society, if a black person and a white person have offspring, that child...
Ouch.
You muddying the race waters is not a case for dinosaurs don't exist. Like, are people of is it northern or southern Italy? One of those two had a lot of breeding with Muslim people during a certain period of time. So a lot of the people there are slightly darker skin. They have thicker, darker hair. Are those people not Italian now? Are they Muslim because they got some Muslim in them like 4,000 years ago?
Yeah. What? And you see the picture on the screen right now with all the lovely uniforms. I'm really scared to know what's coming next.
What did she say before that about when something stops being something? Did she say Australopithecus, or what did she say exactly?
Yeah, I think it was Australopithecine, and she was like, when does that not become something else?
That's
or
a different
something?
branch. We're Homo sapiens. We're part of the Homo genus, not a part of the Australopithecus. And if we were part of the Australopithecus, we would still be Australopithecus. That's, again, you don't lose your historical taxonomy and cladistics. So I don't think she understands how it works. It is, and by the way, there's no line of demarcation when something has evolved into some subset of whatever they were prior. I mean, so if we're humans, right? We're Homo sapiens.
Mhm.
Then there's Homo sapiens, and whatever we will future evolve into will be some branch off Homo sapiens. They will never stop ever being Homo sapiens. Ever,
That's
ever,
right.
ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting some corrections in the chat. It was southern Italy because it was when the Muslims conquered Sicily. And yes, I know Muslim is not a genetic trait. I really should have used the word Arabic instead of Muslim to get that across.
Oh, yeah. I guess you're right. I knew what you meant, though, so I didn't even catch it.
Either way, my point still stands. Like, are the people of southern Italy not Italian because there was some race mixing with Arabic people during the conquering of Sicily?
Mm-hmm.
It's like that whole, what percentage of the world has some genetic relation to Genghis Khan? Are all those people Mongolian?
Yeah, right. And then look at a country like Canada. Well, I mean, this whole argument instantly falls apart because, I guess you could go to, Native people to find real Canadians, but even then there's very differences between everybody. Like, welcome to evolution. Fuck.
It's a really muddy and not very specific, and like it's filled with a bunch of lines that humans drew. So of course it's going to be kind of confusing.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man. Okay, let's see, because I'm concerned here. Let's see what comes next, because the uniforms have me concerned. I have a feeling something nasty is about to be said.
Is considered black, even
Let's
though
brace.
they are of the same complexion of their white parent in those very rare cases. At what point after domesticating wolves did wolves stop being wolves and start becoming dogs? At what point down our human ancestry did we start identifying as a conscious
Arguably never.
species? Or at what point did we start to entertain the ideas of gods or magic or superstition? I preface all of this to make a point about the dinosaurs. In Jurassic Park, they mention frog DNA, but there's also the DNA of many other species that are mixed in to make these dinosaurs. This is a fast-track version, of course, but how many different species' DNA had to be mixed into a dinosaur before the dinosaurs are no longer considered dinosaurs? Is it possible that the dinosaurs we see on screen are not actually dinosaurs, but aesthetically modified creatures?
Possible. Who's doing all this genetic splicing? What the hell is going on?
Did she think Jurassic Park was a documentary?
Instead of merely entertainment.
Oh man, if that's the case, I can't wait to see her explain Close Encounters. Like, are we just doing Spielberg here or something? Oh, this is painful.
Yeah, so somebody else help us here. Say something sensible about this.
I can't.
I could do Qui-Gon Jinn right now. Look at the picture. There's always a bigger fish.
He probably puts pineapple on pizza, so.
I like that. Never mind.
Dude, we're not starting that goddamn argument. Is
Beaver here? What happened?
Let's see what I know of my dinosaur knowledge. At some point, Dapper Dino might watch this back and he might hate me for this. I'm going to guess and say that the smaller one, it looks like a plesiosaur to me, which, if I'm correct, are not dinosaurs. And the bigger one may be a mosasaur. It looks a little too big to be a mosasaur, though.
As far as I understand, if it swims, they're not dinosaurs. Just like if it flies, they're not dinosaurs. They got their own little thing going on.
Is that true?
I'm pretty sure.
All I know is that he looks hungry.
Well, some people call crocodiles and alligators modern day dinosaurs, and they can swim.
Yeah, but you know, I think if we were talking to Sam Neill, but I do believe that's how it goes. There was a long time ago I was into dinosaurs. I'm not really sure now. I'm paranoid now that Dapper might watch, because that's a big leap to go out on, you know.
Well, I guess we should keep going then, right?
Yeah.
See how much more stupid she can get.
I'm so sorry, Steve, that this is your birthday.
I don't think I want another one after watching all this.
Yeah. First thing he does when we get off the show is he's going to call his mom.
I need my mommy.
Yeah. Okay, Bull, pull the trigger.
Look like dinosaurs to the observers, or what we believe they would have looked like? Even Henry Wu said in Jurassic World,
"You are acting like we are engaged in some kind of mad science, but we are doing what we have done from the beginning. Nothing in Jurassic World is natural. We have always filled gaps in the genome with the DNA of other animals. And if their genetic code was pure, many of them would look quite different. But you didn't ask for reality. You asked for more teeth.
I never asked for a monster.
Monster is a relative term. To a canary, a cat is a monster."
So it really teases the brain to wonder if
Are you really using the writing of Jurassic World as your argument here? Not even Jurassic Park, but Jurassic World? Like you could have used the dinner scene in Jurassic Park and made your point in a much better way. But you didn't, and even then it would have been weak sauce.
That's like going to Star Trek to talk about relative physics and time dilation. It just doesn't work.
No. And I mean, I'm pretty sure that scene is more about the literal genetic hybrid that they make in that movie, right? They're talking about the Indominus Rex, I think.
Yeah, that is.
Which is pure plot and not science. There's nothing scientific about anything to do with the Indominus Rex. There's nothing scientific about those movies, really. Not anymore. The first one had a hint of it, but not anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I mean, Velociraptor had feathers. They're, like large chickens. Is that about the right size?
Yeah.
Kevin?
Well, the Jurassic Park raptors were more based on Deinonychus, but even Deinonychus is just a slightly bigger chicken.
Right.
But yeah, I don't confuse Jurassic Park as a franchise with reality. It just doesn't lead to good things. And again, have we really heard an argument against dinosaurs existing yet?
Oh, nothing.
Nothing. Not a damn thing.
Should we see if she gets to that then?
Yeah, let's see.
the dinosaurs are remotely as close to what they would look like in reality. Yes, it has been proven that many of the dinosaurs had feathers, or some version of modified feathers, but parakeets, peacocks, and roosters are all examples of the many different arrangements feathers can take on a specific creature. The dinosaurs in Jurassic Park are to real dinosaurs what Fakemon are to Pokemon, or what religion is to reality. We've become so enraptured with the dinosaurs that it was completely erased. We completely erased that pivotal piece of information that has been presented to us time and time again throughout the many works of the Jurassic Park series. And it's that the dinosaurs are not dinosaurs at all. If you want to check out that full clip for yourself from that scene with Dr. Henry Wu, please click on the link in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Altiori. You ask, we answer.
Pause. You don't get to
Slap
fucking
that
finish
bitch.
your video.
What the fuck?
That's it?
No need to pause. That was the end.
No, I wanted to pause it before it ends. She doesn't get to end her video. Fuck you. Are you kidding me?
You yelled pause literally 1 second before it was over, Kevin. Sorry.
Yeah. I want her back to explain. I want some meat on the table. Damn it. That all I got was dry word salad. Fuck.
That was brutal. So, okay,
That
so
was
the argument
complete and utter
boils down.
bullshit.
So the argument boils down to the line for where dinosaurs is kind of iffy. Therefore, dinosaurs didn't exist. Am I understanding that correctly?
Yeah. Steve, you've got a lot of experience with empty arguments coming at you and this and that and so on. Sum up a person like this who just sold us absolute dribble with nothing behind it at all.
Well, I don't even know what her argument actually is. I mean, again, people latch on to these narratives saying, "Oh, dinosaurs didn't exist," or this, but they haven't really given any, to me, substantial reason as to why that is the case. And they kind of, what they do is, like, for example, Jurassic Park. Everybody can kind of relate to Jurassic Park because everybody's seen Jurassic Park, right? So they use these things as a vehicle to throw this crap out there. Yet they're not talking about science, right? I mean, where's the actual science that backs up anything that these people have ever said about dinosaurs not existing or evolution being false? There isn't any. And it's just, again, to placate to an audience that they've cultivated of people that don't give a shit whether the stuff's true or not. They just want to be entertained. And that's what I think these people are just doing. They're just entertaining a dumb audience.
Yeah,
it is vacuous. They have no argumentation.
Nothing. To me, that was like listening to one of the side street preachers or whatever back in Brian's day in the Monty Python era. You know what I mean? That was awful.
Well, you know what? To sum it up, like to really drive home that Jurassic Park is entertainment and should not be taken for any science value, there's a scene right at the beginning of the film that just enrages the entire world of paleontology. It's when we hard cut from that intro of the raptor to a close-up of dusting off bones in the desert, and we slowly zoom out to see an entire velociraptor in a perfect death pose being brought out from the sand. No, what they find is like a cluster of like 24 bones, and if they're lucky, that amounts to like 3% of hopefully the same animal.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. It's like, oh no, this piece of earth hasn't moved or grooved or nothing, and it just sat there perfectly waiting for us. Yeah. Ask a geologist.
For millions of years.
Holy,
for 70
right?
million years, right?
In 70 million BC.
You got it, buddy.
You did. Mr. Outburst.
Oh yeah,
I mean, there's a lack of accuracy in the movie's title, for fuck's sake. It should be called Mostly Cretaceous Park.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's a funny one too. But yeah, and the idea of having them just run amok on an island, and in the second one or the third one where they got the pterosaurs flying and they just decide to leave the island to itself, they can fly. What the hell are you thinking?
Would they not have some sort of probably like some sort of natural urge to migrate during certain times of the year?
Yeah, don't all flight birds do in a way? Like
there's just pterosaurs filling Florida all winter.
Yeah. They show up with credit cards. They flood the hotels. They party all night. It's a fucking disaster.
There's enough stories about Florida. Please stop.
Just look up Florida, man. Mr. Victory has an awesome comment. Little Miss Victory heard the Dino Lady and she says she's crazy. Great
Nice.
job. Keep it up, little Miss Victory. We love you, kiddo.
Exactly. Good job, honey. Right on. So, oh man, that was okay, I don't know where to start. Let's see. D Marble, you're a fucking idiot. Your explanation of seasons on a flat earth was some of the dumbest crap that's ever come out of that fucking shit flap you call a mouth, buddy. That was ridiculous. Dinosaur Lady, you're a moron. Seriously, just stick your head in the toilet and flush. Pull up so you can get some air, but just keep doing it over and over and see if you can't clean that brain inside your ears. And that one idiot with the cave, I don't know, buddy. Fuck you. And what was the other one? It was so stupid, I forgot. See? Yeah, exactly. You all know where I'm at.
Hang on.
There was the demon cloud, the cave guy, the dinosaurs,
yeah.
Marvel.
Yeah, Captain Paradolia. Take the cape off, take off the onesie, and sit down and find Pornhub because holy God, you missed the plot, pal, completely. There's my wrap up for that. Everybody, fuck them. I'm done.
That's fair. I mean, yeah, we were really scraping the bottom of the barrel here today. Should I kind of go around the table here and get final thoughts from everyone?
Yeah, I'm good though.
We just got yours, Dick. Ilya, what do you think?
Well, we had a super chat come in, and I'll read it real quick. Morton Nielsen for Danish Krona 45. Maybe we can get JM Truth to film that. Quote, moistly Cree spelling is hard.
Oh,
so
you meant most Cretaceous Park.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for all your super chats tonight, Morton. You're the real MVP tonight.
Oh yeah, buddy. Love you, man.
But my thoughts are more on 1, more on 2, more on 3, and more on 4 should all get together and go on a just go on a ship somewhere into the middle of the ocean so they can look for these demons. Maybe they'll find some dinosaurs. I don't know. I don't understand why they put this stuff on YouTube. Like, do they not watch it before they load it? Like, do they not think back? Like, the dinosaur lady, does she not watch this and think back to herself? I made a great argument based on a fictitious movie.
That's totally what she thinks. It must be the same mindset as like those people who like freak out in Walmart and then upload it to YouTube thinking they're in the right.
Yeah. Well, my brain cells decided to jump overboard screaming for their lives. So now I got to go find them and try to win them back after these 4 videos. So
I'm jealous of them.
That's all I got.
Fair enough. Steamy Cup of Reason. What are your thoughts, sir?
Well, what can I say? Let's see. More on number 1. Captain Crazy Clouds there. Thanks for ruining cloud gazing for every child in the world, you fucking moron.
Daddy, I don't want to go outside. There's Satan in the clouds.
Yeah, I know, right? When I was a kid, I used to love just hanging out, in the summer holidays and just looking up at the cloud and say, oh, look, it's Batman. Or, that was fun. Way to just pass the time and enjoy the day, Well, this fucking idiot ruined that for every kid that ever lives, Who did we have up after that? Oh, Mr. Caveman. Yeah. Dude, grow a fucking brain. Come back when that's done. Let's see. Number 3. Who was number 3?
D Marble.
Yeah, the definite D Marble. Yeah, he's a fucking Marblehead, all right. Look up at the sun and tell me where you see the fucking lampshade. Take a picture of it, and then maybe I'll think about listening to what you've got to say. Other than that, go back in your fucking van, smoke some more dope, and if you're lucky, maybe you'll start that fucker up and drive it into the river.
Stand down in the river.
Holy fuck. One woman on the planet who thinks the Chinese guy in Jurassic World was actually a real scientist, so she should listen to him. And Jurassic Park is the reason why dinosaurs became popular. What the fuck? Where the hell have you been? I got really into dinosaurs when I was a kid, back in the 70s at the fucking Natural History Museum in Ottawa. Holy crap. They've been around a lot longer than just Jurassic Park. You fucking moron.
Well said, man.
Absolutely. Sorry, I'm just thinking about T Marble's van in the river. Let's go to Aimee Hogan real quick. What did you think?
The overriding theme, I think, of all of these videos is just plain ignorance on the subject that they're covering. Starting with the first guy. Oh my God, there's demons in the clouds. Oh my God, I'm scared of a cloud. Okay. You know, and things like that, like the dinosaurs, flat Earth. Has any of these people actually sat down and really looked at all the information about these subjects before they make these really ignorant videos? I mean, it's real bad. I mean, they know nothing about each subject that they're talking about. The guy with the cave, he doesn't know how water works and how it can carry sediment and minerals and, you know, etc. And I just, you know,
it is a solvent after all.
And dinosaur lady, just no. Real bad. I mean, she's one of those stereotypical people that, you know, I'm surprised she wasn't talking in Valley Girl speak. So that would be coming next, I'm sure. So
full of poop, Amy.
Yeah, just
full
lack
of poop.
of knowledge on everything. Yeah.
And in the part before the dinosaurs of 70
Oh, we
Matt wants
lost
to
him.
tell
We
us
had
about
him.
the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
You good, Amy?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right,
Hello.
Yeah, we're good. Thanks. Sorry.
All good. No worries. Matt wanted to tell us about the dinosaurs, it sounded like.
Yeah, a little bit.
He's in and out
He's
fast,
done-
though,
he's
man.
done-
Yeah,
he's-
it's quick.
Yeah, it's a drive-by matting, we call it.
Yeah.
So I gotta say, Steve, I'm really sorry that that this was your birthday show, because I mean, usually they're either like they'll be well done or they'll be really crazy and creative in their crazy. But these were just like really all bottom of the barrel, and I'm sorry we did this to you. But what do you think to wrap it up here?
Well, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to hold this all against you in perpetuity.
Hashtag what about the Shills?
I saw that coming. Yeah.
That was awesome.
We deserve it.
Damn right
Yeah.
you do.
This
I waited 50 fucking years for this, and this is what I got: D Marble and clouds. God, I've even Drunken Peasants on the worst episode has done better.
Hey, at least there was a penis in the clouds. You got at least a little bit of penis.
Why would I want penis on my birthday? I think we're confused here.
Yeah, I only saw turtle. I don't know.
Yeah.
Better than the geek room, so that's good.
And you know what? I gotta say, your name's hidden because you're signed in as the Shills account. So I'm sorry, I nearly forgot about you. But hashtag what about Bull? What did you think of all this today?
Oh my God. Where to begin with the stupid? Let's begin with Cave Guy. First of all, the picture you're showing looks like the mouth of something, because it looks like a big giant uvula hanging down in the middle of it. I don't know what the point of your video is. Like, again, have a fucking point when you tell these stories. Like, we know how all these things work. Like, that could have been the old tunnel system in New York that's buried by the current subway, for all we know. Have no fucking clue what we were looking at. Second, number 2, D Marvel, you're an idiot. Just to parrot Team Skeptic, you're an idiot. Ding, done.
Ding.
Dinosaur, it just doesn't work that way. None of this works that way. Genetics, you never cease being what you are. Sorry, but that's the way it is. Your ancestry, you can't escape it. Just like people with genetic defects from their parents. They get birth defects from their parents. That gets passed on, a lot of it. So it's genetics that it goes forward. Your eye color is determined by the color of your parents' eyes, and so on and so forth. It works that way all the way back too. So, who was the last one? What did I miss? Oh, pareidolia guy? Yeah. Seeing shit in the clouds that is scary is not a new concept, but you took it to a new level when you looked at a cloud bigger than the continent, island, nation of Australia. That's pretty scary that you looked at a cloud that big and started seeing shit in it.
Yeah, if that's a demon, we're all fucked.
We're all fucked. If there's a demon that big, you are fucked.
Well, if that's a demon, then what does the big great red spot on Jupiter mean? Is it the solar system's anus? Like, come on, buddy. Jesus.
And
Olympus Mons is the titty everybody wants to nurse on, you know? Come on.
Yeah, this was pretty weak. And I think we've all done a good job of explaining that. Dick, do you wanna take us out? Is there any kind of last minute shilling we want to do, or?
Yeah, we've got the NASA Black Site 69 guys have a show coming up in a bit, and we also got Valentine's edition of Movie Night coming up. So there's lots to watch coming up soon, and I do believe that Steve's going to get drunk and stream, and that should be very exciting because, you know, who knows what could happen. I mean, he started talking about penises right away tonight. So, you know, I'm thinking, you know, if he's got his camera on, this is going to be something to watch. Who knows? Not to put it on you there. So let's thank Steve McRae for taking a little time out of his birthday to come and join us for some absolute stupid. What do you say? Happy birthday, Steve. Right on. Thanks,
Happy
man.
birthday, bud.
Happy birthday, Steve.
Happy birthday.
You're turning 50.
Good one, buddy. He knows. And I expect to hear you a little bit sloshed later on. All right. And then remember, people, these are average folks talking this bullshit. And this kind of thing can infiltrate and get into your mind. And there's only one defense for it. Further yourself, self-education. Take what you know and go further in life. If you're not growing, you're standing still, and nobody wants that because you're just in the way. I think on that note, we're out of here. Everybody have a good night, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Good night. Catch you on the flip side.
Lady Monkey. Okay. We can ask the chat. Are we clear, everybody in the chat? Listen, look, 9 o'clock hero's got a smiley face thing and whatnot going on. He might be listening to me right now. Who knows? Everybody in the chat, switch the bird if you can hear. Yeah. Yeah, no, I think we're good. I think we're good.
We can hear you.